This is Rvision News. Today is Sunday, 13th April 2014. I am Diana Ahmed. Yet another vulnerable plight of a 5-month-old Rohingya baby in Akkab IDP camps. Audio interview with Rohingya survivor of Rakhine terror attack in Shyokto. We have recently reported you about a heart-wrenching plight of a malaria-infected 8-month-old Rohingya baby called Syed Noor. Yet, here is one more similar plight of a vulnerable Rohingya baby girl that has been acutely suffering from an unidentified fever since 10th April 2014. She is Supana Parveen, daughter of U Yunus and Do Nur Aisha, living in the IDP camps of Takepi and Sakifara in Akkab Township, Arakan State. There is no hospital or proper clinic there after the expulsion of international aid groups, and she can't be admitted to Akkab General Hospital either because of the fear that Rakhine doctors and nurses at the hospital will kill her instead of curing her illness. She is now in a volunteer clinic at the camps. Rohingyas in Arakan are indeed the victims of slow-burning genocide carried out by the government-sponsored Rakhine extremists. The world, are you listening? We have earlier reported you that there are as many as 78 Rohingyas from Shyokto Township are missing as armed Rakhine Muks terrorists attacked them in a forest on their way to Bufidong and Mongdo. A bit different to what we have reported earlier, there are 11 people that managed to come back alive from the attack, not 12. And listen to the interview with a Rohingya survivor of the terror attack. He is from the village of Zailafara, Shyokto Pakhtay, and 24 years old. English translation of the interview provided. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Hashim. I am one of the 11 surviving victims of the terror attack. We set off for Bangladesh on 7th April 2014. After we had left Shyokto, we walked for 4 hours and 30 minutes. Had we walked for an hour more, we would have reached to Aga Mountain. After that, we encountered with a gang of half-masked Rakhine terrorists. Each of them had a gun and a sword. At that time, our human trafficking agents were before in front of us and I was behind them. When they shot at us, people began running to and fro and lost contact with one another. The agents ran away to one direction and I did to another direction. As I was running, I encountered with other members of the gang. They were about to slaughter a Rohingya woman. We became 7 people at the place as others too were running to their sides like me. So the terrorists looted all our money and belongings. They brutally beat us, they tortured us. Then they forced us to sit there. After that, there was a sound of gunshot from Agatong was heard. They ordered us to sit tight there and not to move away. Then they moved towards the Agatong and they didn't come back. So we sat tight there until dawn and then we left the place for a safer place lest we should be caught by other gangs of terrorists. Then we hiked to the top of the mountain. We met with other 3 people and 1 children, so total 4. So, including the agents, there were 11 people in total. So, we only 11 people to come alive. We lost contact with other people. Till date, we don't know their whereabouts. We left from here at 9:30 p.m. on 7th April 2014. We encountered with the terrorists and they fired at us at 12:30 a.m. of the night. After that, we lost contact with one another. Those that managed to come back were only 11 including the agents. And we have information of other people. We don't know where they are. The inhumanly beat and tortured us. They inhumanly beat us. We don't know if they were Myanmar military or Rakhine militants. Every one of them had a gun and a sword. There were about 15 people. All of them fired warning shots simultaneously, but not at us first. They tied all of us with rope. When they were about to slaughter us, there was a sound of gunshot heard from Agatong. So they left for Agatong and ordered us to sit tight at the place. We don't know whom the terrorists encountered with after that. They didn't return. It was about dawn. Being worried of the other possible attacks, we hiked to the top of Agatong. When we hiked to the top of Agatong, we met the Rohingya people first, then one child, and in total we 11 managed to come back. How many people were you in the group? Asked the interviewer. We were about 130 people. Of them, we only 11 came back. How many women and men were there? Asked the interviewer. There would be more than 40 women. How many children? Asked the interviewer. Children will be around 20. They were going with their mother. And the rest were adults? Males? Asked the interviewer. Of 130 people, there were 40 women and 20 children, and the rest were adult males.